For a solid week, one of the masters of the game will keep these players wrapped up in working on fundamentals.
Fellas, welcome for the 15th year. Now for the new fellows here, what we really do is just work on the basic fundamentals of footwork, understanding the game a little more, screening, creating more of an individual offensive game.
Pete commands tremendous respect for the credentials he developed as a college coach and for his knowledge of the game. Among those who value him as a teacher are not only current players, but also some NBA Hall of Famers and future Hall of Famers.
I should be disqualified for saying because Pete Newell and I are great friends, but I think he is the one person in basketball who seems to have universal respect. And I'm not talking about, just about from a professional level.
I owe a lot of the success I've had in the NBA to Coach Newell. He's really helped me, besides the moves, develop a lot of confidence that I can do things.
The strategy for offensive basketball Pete Newell teaches could be called, in a phrase, read and react. Here at camp, the players learn the tactics to make that strategy effective.
Too many players make up their mind what they're going to do before they get the ball. The first thing I tell you is you look at the basket, and at that time you can see everything you need to see. Now what I want you now to see is I want you to see where the defensive man is and use the right move. Now get out here, Armin. Reverse. Everything's a counter. Don't forget what I tell you. Whatever that defensive man does, you should have a counter. Remember, I keep telling you how important it is when you get that ball to look at the hoop. So many times you pass up easy shots. And by the time you look at the hoop, the defensive man is adjusted. It's the most primary and important thing you can do when you get the ball. Now right there is the most important position you can take when you get the ball. Not over here. Now many of you come out of motion offense in college, and the coach wants you to get the ball here. Well, if you get the ball there, you can't dribble the ball. You can shoot it, and you can pass it, but you can't dribble it. If you get it down here, you can dribble it, and sometimes you can throw a fair pass, but sure as hell can't shoot it. But here, you can pass it, you can shoot it, and you can dribble it. And if you get in the habit of bringing the ball here, you're going to cause defensive men to come to you, and when they come to you, you're going to be ready to beat them either way. As coaches, we talk about shooting with the right hand, shooting with the left hand. We talk about dribbling with the ball with the right hand, dribbling with the left. I mean, I don't know how many of them ever talked about feet. You're right-footed and you're left-footed. And so many players inhibit themselves or they reduce themselves or the effectiveness of their game because they don't develop their left foot. But when you've developed your left foot, you'll take a longer step, you'll be able to come to a better stop, you'll be able to play defensively better because you'll stride better. I want you all to watch the feet of the shooter when he comes to a stop and he pump fakes, how he reestablishes his weight. And that shows you how important it is to have good balance when you're shooting. So many times when you're having trouble with your lift because your feet are too close or they're too wide, just practice a pump fake because unconsciously you're giving yourself balance. One of the most important moves you'll learn at this camp, I think, as far as the NBA is concerned, is the reverse driving your man. Just driving me off with the reverse, driving me off. Because the guys get on you, you've got to have counters. Basketball is a game of counters, offensively. The best of all worlds for a center when he gets the ball, throw it to me, is he comes here with a jump stop. Now, a jump stop means simply that you can use either foot as a pivot foot. So if he's over here, I can use that as a pivot foot. If he's over here, I can use that. Now, if you come with a stride stop, you establish your pivot foot, you make it a lot easier for the defense. Anytime you're stepping off right or left for a hook shot, your toe should be pointed to the opposite sideline. If you shoot this way, you're going to lock your hip. You're not going to have a follow through. But if you shoot, if you take that step there, as you come up in here, you'll get the follow through, you'll get your hip. When I take the hook and I come into here, keep this hand up. Don't push him off, but keep it up. Because then when you extend the ball, he can't get at you. If you drop your hand here, he can get at that ball easy. But if you keep your hand, as you go up, you keep your arm up this way, you deter him from being able to get easy at that ball. And not only that, if you keep your left hand on the ball, you can finger and wrist it easier. If you drop your left hand, you start to give it the palm and the stiff arm.
If you cut the ball in the low post and you're able to step across the key, you know you have your hook shot available to you. If he makes you step and your foot is pointed toward the triangle of the free throw line and the lane itself, you step this way, he's taking your hook away, but that leaves you your drop. I mean, it's a quick read. As soon as you step this way, you know you cannot unlock the hip, so you drop step back here, and you have your power move to the basket. It's a very quick read. If you can step across the key, your foot goes this way, it'll unlock your hip, you'll rotate for your hook. If he makes you step this way, you're not going to be able to unlock the hip, you know you've got your drop step. He can't take both away from you.
Make him do it from a middle post, Stu.
One more time, Elvin. When you do your drop step, you must make sure he's taking your hook. You don't allow him to take your drop as well. If you come here and then drop step to the middle this way, he's going to get back at you. When you drop, see when you hit you. Go ahead.
Let me explain something, why you use the bounce. There are many reasons you use the bounce pass. Now, one reason is, I got a big man on me here. Say he's over here. I got a big man. He doesn't play the game low. Now, he's got his arm out in here, and you throw this pass, it may be blocked. I'm throwing this ball, you're coming back together. I'm throwing this ball by this man's body. He may not see that thing till it's right up there, and I'm throwing the ball right where his hand is. Now this is the most important thing of all. The retreating defensive man plays high, and he doesn't play low. And that bounce pass goes under, because he's not down there, he's up here high. This man's high, he's high. And also that bounce pass you can see.
When the defender plays directly behind, Pete teaches a direct pass.
Right there is the easiest pass in the world. The easiest pass in the world, you've got to set it up, but say you have your right hand up there. I just fake his right hand down, and then I just give him a crew cut. See, here's the position you had about like this. I want you in here. Really hook him in here. See, if you're this way, he can slide around you here. The only way you can go is this way, and then you just take him with you. If he tries to go this way, then you got him for an easy. So don't be afraid of post play is so much legs. That's it. That's it. Now I read he's got a seal. You got a seal. I read that seal. So I take a dribble in here, and then I improve the lane right to there because I got a good angle. But I can't do that till I see the seal. Once you show me you got that man hooked, then I take the dribble. The guy's down here, then I can give you that pop. But look for the bounce on that. That's called improving the lane. Games are won and lost many times by that little extra effort. Games are won and lost usually in the last 5 minutes of the half, last 5 minutes of a game. And many times they're lost because the player has never learned to reach down. He doesn't fill the lane when it could mean the basket puts you ahead. He doesn't get back on transition because he's tired and he's going to hope somebody else picks up his man. You have to practice. You have to practice reaching down. So in these drills, when you're really tired, just practice reaching down. Let's get in. Really good. We really had a good week, and really appreciate all the support and all the help you gave.
1, 2, 3, go!
And good luck next year, all of you. And remember what you did. Why you did it.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, AC, real glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, Steve, good luck to you now.
When all is said and done, and camp breaks up on Friday, one thing is clear. All the people who participated in camp leave here feeling a great deal of affection and admiration for Pete Newell, one of the great teachers the game of basketball has ever had.